Hello, it's Kate from Push, and we're nearing the end of January now, and I wanted to do a video for you. Couldn't decide on the name of whether it would be why resolutions are shit or how to make shit happen. So I'm supposing it's kind of somewhere in between. And a lot of people were talking to me at the beginning of the year like, okay, what resolutions have you got? And frankly, I just think resolutions are a bit shit. And what I mean by that is that I think the problem that we have with resolutions is we come up with these ideas of what we want to change, and then we put absolutely zero planning behind them and no idea of exactly how we're going to make them happen. And of course, therefore, they are simply just a wish. And comparatively, what I decided this year is that actually what I've got 5 big goals. And what I've got is a plan behind them. And the idea there is that it gives me 5 really good areas of focus. They're the things that are going to keep me elevated. They're things that are going to keep me driving forward. They're things that are going to keep me really positive. But I also am really, really super clear of how I'm going to make them happen. And in particular, maybe where I've got to change behaviors, putting some kind of plan and some kind of training of what I'm going to do in order to ensure that that happens. And most importantly, the time commitment to it as well. And later on, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the importance of time commitments. Anyway, so we are there. What I would love to talk about now is how a bit of a 5-point plan for you of how you can turn those resolutions, those dreams, those ideas, the things that you've got going on in your world, how you can make them happen as well. So, point 1, what is your area of focus and what is your goal, right? So getting really, really clear on what your area of focus is, what the thing is that you want to do, and what you want to have done by the end of the year. So one of mine is a friend of mine and I are going to be doing some quarterly dinners called Interesting People We'd Like to Know Better, which, as the name suggests, will be interesting people we'd like to know better. And then we know that we want to do those on a quarterly basis, and it's very clear then of how exactly we're going to be planning that. So that's what the focus is, that's what the goal is. So then what new behaviours or actions will I have to deliver in order to be able to do that? Well, I mean, in that instance, I need to get really clear on where I'm going to be having it, the kind of people that I want to invite, how I'd access those people, how I'd plan for that dinner, etc., etc. So I'm getting quite clear on the kind of stuff that is that I'm going to have to be doing. Why have I got this goal? So that's point 3. Well, because it's fun. It's the kind of thing that's really going to energize me and it's going to galvanize me. And it's the kind of thing that then maybe those people that I start knowing better, we could do more things together as well. So it starts spreading out my social circle. So getting really clear on the why, as well as, of course, what I'm doing. Because actually, when times get a bit more challenging, it's that why that will keep me going. Now, here's the next one. This is when we start the actual planning. So if we were to meet in 90 days, what is it you would need to have done in order to make this goal happen? So immediately you're starting to get into a bit of a quarterly idea of what it is you would have need to have planned, what the goal would be, and what it might start looking like. So I know, for example, that actually if we're going to be running them quarterly, I'm going to have run the first one. So I'll have completely planned that out, and ideally I would have had success from that as well. Now here's the crucial one. What is it you will do tomorrow in order to make this happen? And I think the point is, with all of our dreams, all of our resolutions, all of our goals, the biggest problem is just bloody getting started. And the beauty about this is it immediately puts you onto the front foot and it immediately starts this stuff happening and you realizing exactly what it is to take action. So what is it you will do tomorrow? As ever, the 5-point plan is going to be on here afterwards, and I really hope that this helps.